Hi there, this is Rajat from Startup Frat, and congratulations for crossing 5,000 people. Congratulations to all the Startup Frat members, and warm welcome to all the new people who've been joining. Recently, I've been unable to send out a welcome message, so I thought, hey, I've not been welcoming the new people for last almost 1 week, so what can I do? So I've got a very special training for you that should help you get oriented. It's going to give you a lot of value on how to move ahead in your financial life, and I hope you like this training. So this is a very special gift for you. Now, what are we talking about? What are we talking about in the Startup Frat community? The Startup Frat community is a group of people who got together to understand their economic options. पैसे रुपए के front पे to understand what are your different options. Now, if you are a corporate professional, somebody who works for a private company or something like that, or even a government company, that's fine. Or if you're like an independent professional, like a doctor, lawyer, CA, architect, etc. Or if you're like a small business owner, then the information presented over here may be relevant to you. Even if you're like a student, a homemaker, or somebody who wants to learn about business, learn about finance, learn about money, learn about what's going on, then this is a perfect place for you. So what I have today for you is a little history and a little future. Okay, and then I'm going to talk to you about how all of this stuff works for you and affects you. See, in the history of Indian financial history, starting from 1947, when we gained independence, to maybe 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, and then we have, all the post-90s era, etc. What has been happening is this period, 47 to 50s to 60s to 70s, does not really count economically. Because there was political strife, political parties fighting among each other. There were wars with China, Pakistan, etc. There was emergency and all of those things that happened. Okay, so it was not really an environment for people to get prosperous, to get financially prosperous, to get businesses to grow, for professionals to actually, people like doctors, lawyers, etc. to become very eminent or very rich. And corporate mein to kuch, either you were working for a government company or you were basically struggling. So this period was an extremely low point, okay, in economic history. Okay, so this, we'll discount that, this doesn't matter. Then you had the 80s, when the Indian economy started moving from basically an agriculture economy to a little bit of more development, a little bit of people's lifestyle started going up. There were no wars for a long time. 10 साल से कोई war नहीं हुई थी, so obviously people are focusing more and more on building the economy and things like that. So the standards of living were going up, and then you had so what happened was that people who were, it was said, if you want to be successful, you have to be a doctor, lawyer, engineer, or something like that, because those people are in great demand. When you need to build the economy, these are the people in great demand. You need to be educated, you need to start doing some MBA or something, because those were the people who were working for the companies who were building up. And then there were small business owners who were primarily supply side people. Supply side people means because the standard of living was going up, people had a little more money to spend. So what they would do is they would figure out what was the highest quality clothes, for example, apparel that they could get, and if it was expensive in India, they would go out to Thailand and get it in bulk and then sell it in India. And then, Indian people had access to better quality clothing and things like that in India, that Indian companies were at that point, they were not really making that level of stuff. Okay, so these were essentially supply side businesses. Even professionals, I'm a doctor because people are sick, they need me, so if I get a degree, life is good. I'm an engineer because the economy is coming up, companies are employing engineers and all of that, so if I have a degree, then I will get employment. I'm a lawyer, legal system is getting better and better, the people need more lawyers and all of that. So architects, home building has started a little bit home building has started. So agar degree hai to I can supply all that demand that is coming up in the market. Then what happened was, in the 90s, the demand again got boosted because Y2K was coming in the West. Okay, Y2K was coming in the West. All these computer systems needed to be reprogrammed. Because after 2000, that 2-day format or whatever would work. And India was the largest supplier of these engineers. Whether these engineers went to the US and worked over there, or whether they worked from India and provided the services from offshore. And then that brought in a lot of foreign exchange and things like that to the economy. So again, supply side businesses, people who were doing different things. This is what I do, this is what I make. I'm a manufacturing person, I'm a retail person, I'm a distribution person, logistics person, I'm a telecom guy, gal, whatever it is. All of these guys, the skill set based economy. I'm a doctor, lawyer, I'm a specialized doctor, specialized lawyer, and all of these people were basically in great demand. Okay, and then in the post 2000 era, what happened was that the post 2001 slowdown happened in the US when they got this whole crash happening in the World Trade Center, and basically what they did was they started outsourcing a lot of low cost labor to countries like India and Philippines and Vietnam and all of that. Okay, so India gained out of that because India English speaking, and then you're already a technology hub and things like that. So whether it was technology jobs or back office jobs or things like that, they started coming to India. So there was a little boost in the economy. Okay, again, skill set. I know how to speak English and I have like some degree. So, and I'm smart. So, you get a job, and then what happens is you're getting paid more and more because it's all US dollar money that's coming in here, or pound money that's coming in here. So if you're a corporate professional who's worked for a company that makes its money in the US, or that makes its money in US or Europe or wherever, then you stood to gain from that. And then what happened was you had a lot of money, you wanted to go and spend it, and then people, the small businesses who were actually creating services, creating products that you could consume, they were also growing, you were also growing, life was good. Okay, why am I telling you that? Because in the last 30 years, my friends, the first time in the last 30-year history of India that, I'll just do this, 80s, 90s, post 2000, post 2010. Okay, so 80s resurgence of Indian economy, 90s Y2K, 90s to 2000s you had the whole American demand. Post 2001 you had the outsourcing boom, offshoring boom. Between 2010 and 2020, there has been a flattening out of demand. Okay, there has been a flattening out of salaries. Why? Because today what an Indian employee in a private sector company makes is pretty much equal to that of what a US employee would make in the same job. Okay, so in the US you say $60,000 in a tier 1 city is pretty good income, and in India that translates over 40 lakh rupees a year. So it's pretty much the same. So there is no space to grow. So it's been flattening out. Demand has been flattening out. Okay, and then whatever the situation in the Indian economy is, the demand has not been growing. Inherent demand has not been growing. Inherent demand is what been driving up. And then exporting of services, exporting of all of this skill sets and Y2K and all of that. So inherent demand has not been growing because foreign exchange has kind of started becoming a little more stagnant. You have people whose lifestyles have been impacted negatively because they're constantly getting hit by some, whether it's political events or financial events or whatever it is. So there the businesses are not growing. Okay. On top of that, US companies are now realizing, okay, this is the amount of people I really need from India, and then this is the scale of my operation. So it's flat. Everything is flat. And then come certain events which may be unavoidable and things like that, and then the demand goes down. So you have all of this other stuff, the GST demonetization, and then you had the whole Corona situation. Now, this is not a political kind of a forum or anything. This is not. I'm not saying this government is doing that government is doing that. None of that stuff. None of this political, personal, any of this discussion is purely economic forum. Okay, so due to whatever has happened, the demand is going down, my friend. The demand is going down, and now all of these people, doctors, lawyers, architects, chartered accountants, small business owners, corporate professionals, they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because for the last 30 years, they never needed to figure out where the demand is going to come from. Okay, last 30 years, they just had to scramble. The demand is already there. Scramble to get your degree. Scramble to build a business. Scramble to get all of this stuff from Thailand so you can sell it in India. Scramble. So this scramble for 30 years, which is almost 2 generations, has basically shut off areas of our brain that could be useful to us in this economy. Okay, which is how to get demand, how to move product, how to connect with the market, right? None of this stuff was useful. So the approaches that were there were essentially supply side approaches. What is a supply side approach? This is my product, or this is what I do. Buy it. This is the customer. This is the product. Product, customer. For people who can't read. Product, customer. Okay. This is my product. Buy it. I'm a doctor. Come over. I'll heal you. I'm a lawyer. You need something legal help. Come over. I'll fix it for you. Architect. You want to build a house? I'll build a nicer house for you. Beautiful house for you. All of these professionals small businesses, corporate professional. I am a person, so you see people who go to these interviews, right? I've interviewed a lot because I've basically built companies and sold them in Silicon Valley. I was part of those teams. So you used to interview people and they would come and they would say that, what is your previous work experience? Well, I have done this for this company, and then this company sent me to the UK, so I've got training in the UK. And that's all, basically that was their whole pitch, okay? I have gone to the UK, so I understand UK stuff, and then I've done this, and then I have a degree, done, okay? None of them have been able to figure out, so this is my product is my degree, I'm so smart, I've been to the UK, I have a visa, employ me, because if you ever need to send someone to the UK or US, I already have a visa, or something like that. Now, in this new economy, my friend, that stuff doesn't work. So if you're a corporate professional, you've been trying those old tricks and it's not working for you, and you feel at risk in your job, and you realize that you're not getting that same pay range in your other jobs that you're applying for. You know what I mean? If you're an independent professional like doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, and you're finding yourself at the lowest rung of the stages of influence, there are 5 stages of influence in the market. And every higher stage has more control and more clout in the market. As a working doctor, lawyer, chartered accountant, architect, you're at the lowest stage of influence. So there's a video down there in this group which you'll go and see 5 stages of influence. Just check it out. You're at the lowest stage of influence. You do not have a clout in the market. Okay. And then the third is, if you're a small business owner, you're sick and tired of getting hurt by every little thing that happens in the market, whether it's a disease event or a political event or any other event. This is a small business owner is first out of the game. Okay. The needle ain't moving for you, man. The needle ain't moving for you. We are doing a lot of this. We are going to beat China in manufacturing. The world is going to be great tomorrow. But your needle has not moved for the last many years. And you realize all of this BS is not going to help me. Okay. So then, what do we need to do? What we need to do, my friend, is change our mentality from a supply side economy to a demand side economy, which is, I don't care what you do. I don't care what your product is. I don't care what degree you have, what experience you have. Can you generate demand? Can you generate demand? Can you generate demand? How do you do that? I'll give you a couple of quick tips, and then we will go into different areas and talk about how the whole thing works. Okay. So how is demand generated? Demand is not about the product, my friend. Demand is not about your product, okay, or your service, or your qualification, or I'm such a hotshot doctor, how do I get more patients? Or I'm such a hotshot lawyer, what do I do to grow my practice? No, it's not about you. Okay. A supply side economy is, people already want the stuff, how do I get it to them first? Which is why I'm such a good lawyer, I'm such a good businessman, this is what my business does, this is my website, this is my visiting card, or I'm a corporate professional, I have MBA, I have US experience, UK experience, etc., etc. Okay, all of that stuff is not working today. So it's not about you anymore. Okay, so lesson number 1. In a supply side economy, you talk about your product, which could be you. If you're an independent professional, it's you. If you're a corporate professional, it's you. And then if you're a small business owner, you talk about your product or service. In a demand side economy, you got to understand what the market is thinking. What's going on in the market? Market's mind. What is the market? The market is let us say, market. Or this could also be the customer. Okay. So I'll remove the customer from here. Okay. And I'll put the customer here, or market. What is going on in their mind? Do they need more products? No. Do they need more services? No. What do they need to buy? Nobody's buying anything. Demand is dead. Nobody's buying anything. So what's going on in their mind? What is going on in their mind right now? 2 things are going on in their mind. That's lesson number 2. Lesson number 2, my friend. 2 things are going on in their mind. The first is confusion. The second thing is mistrust. Confusion and mistrust. If you're not a corner kirana wala, you have no market in today's business. The only person who has a market in today's business is the corner shop kirana wala. That's it. And the chemist. That's it. Nobody else has a market. So what is going on in the mind of the customer is confusion. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to buy. They don't know if they should buy it. They don't have the money to buy. And on top of that, they don't trust the people who are selling to them. They don't trust anybody except the kirana wala and the chemist. That's it. Because they need to go there every single day. So, that's what they need to do. So what happens is, if you bring your product, this is what I do, this is my visiting card, this is my website, I'm a doctor or whatever, the first thing they're going to do is Google you. If you're a corporate professional applying for a job, the first thing they're going to do is LinkedIn you. What are they going to do? They're going to go to a search engine publicly acceptable forum, and then they're going to find out more about you. Why? Because they don't trust what you say. They don't trust what you say, my friend. Okay, so mistrust. The second thing is confusion. Do I want this? Do I want this or not? Yes, no. Somebody will say, I want a car. You show them the exact kind of car that they want. And then they're like, okay, let me think about it. Let me talk to my spouse. Let me talk to my boss. Let me talk to 100 different people. And then they're like, okay, I'm too confused with all this. Let me not take a decision right now. Okay, confusion and mistrust. Confusion and mistrust. So, how does the game change now? Lesson number 3. Lesson number 3 is you start with the problem. Whatever problem the customer or the market is trying to solve. Problem. Then you have your product over here. You don't lead straight to the product. And then you have the cash flow. Okay, then you have the cash flow. This is what we call the money honey. Okay, this is the money honey. Okay, now what do you do is you have a problem. Problem is confusion and mistrust. What do you do? What are the different problems that people have? In the coronavirus situation, I want my health to be better or whatever. What are the other problems? My business is going down, I want more money. What are the other problems? Well, I'm locked into my house, I want to develop better skills, whatever it is. What is the other problem? Well, we just realized we are polluting this planet to death, so we want to be better at it from now on. We want to consume less. Consume less. Consume less. Not good for you. Okay, and then, so these are some of the things that are going on. So you find out, whatever your customer or your ideal customer is, you find out what's going on in their mind. What is the problem they want to solve? Okay, so if they want to solve a particular problem, you can go about it. But let's say your product is something like doesn't really solve a problem. Let's say diamonds. Somebody asked the question on the Facebook Live the other day, diamonds, I'm a diamond trader. That product doesn't solve a problem. So what do? You think, what are the problems that people have and can my product fit in over there? What are the top 5 problems that people have today? The number 1 problem is money. I don't have money, I want to make money. I don't have health, I want to protect my health because I don't want to get coronavirus, so I want to get better immunity, etc. I want to be a better parent. I want to be a better parent, better spouse, the human side, human connection. I want to be a better parent, spouse, etc. What is the next thing? I want to develop some skill, like I want to learn how to play the guitar, etc. All of this stuff during coronavirus. I want to develop a new skill, etc., etc. And then you got dating and relationships, which is a time-tested market. Things like Tinder and dating websites and things like that. Okay, and then you've got entertainment. People locked in their house, whiling away their time, either on TikTok or they're learning games and stuff like PUBG and all of that. It's a huge market. It's a huge market. Now, these are the 6 basic problems that your customer is trying to solve. Okay, these are the 6 basic problems that your customer is trying to solve right now. Okay, this is industry knowledge. What I'm telling you is industry is not, I did not guess it up this morning. Okay, this is industry knowledge. These are the next $1 trillion industries. So what you do is you try to build trust. The whole game works on clearing up confusion and building trust. Clearing up confusion and building trust. It's not about your product. It's about, can you clear confusion around any of these areas, or if your product, you already have a product, you know what confusion is in the customer's mind. How do you clear the confusion so they don't go to Google to check you out? Once they go to Google, they ain't coming back. Either they'll get confused and not take any action, or they will mistrust you because they found something else on Google and then they're like, okay, what this person was telling me was wrong, whatever it is, right? So what you do is you provide them information about the problem. You become the Google. Okay, what is the problem? You provide them solution number 1. Okay, you provide them solution number 2. This is ideas. You're just throwing out ideas. You provide them solution number 3, solution number 4, solution number 5, solution number 6, which could be something, and solution number 7, which is your product, which, my friend, is your product. Out of these 6 solutions or 7 solutions, 1 of them is your product. Just one. Okay, so what are you trying to do? My friend, is this thing is called messaging. Okay, this thing is called messaging. Okay, and when you're giving them all of these different solutions, what you're building is human connection. The thing that's going to work in the market is not your product. What's going to work in the human market is human connection. Then you have trust. Then you have authority. Okay, you need to bring in your influence so that they think that you're at a higher level of influence than you really are. You're just a guy trying to sell a product. Tip for you is don't try to be that guy anymore. Try to ascend. But even if you can't ascend, then at least try to show that you know what you're talking about, because what you're doing is giving them 6 or 7 different options. These are the things that work. These are the things that work, my friend. And out of that, one of them is your product. Now, because you provided them all of these different ideas and free education, and then you solved that clarity in their mind, the confusion is no longer there, because Google also creates confusion, by the way. People go to Google, 20 different results on the first page, 20 on the second page, there's 40 results. They go into the first link, that's got 3 other links in there. By the end of 1 hour, they're like, okay, screw this. I don't even want to talk about this or think about this anymore. Out goes everything, including your product, right? So what you do is you provide them structured information that helps clear the confusion. Okay? Because you provided them different options in addition to your product, it helps clear their mistrust as well. It helps clear their mistrust as well. And then some of them will actually probably be interested in your product over here. Okay, now what's going to make them buy? What's going to make them buy? I'm just giving you one idea, because I don't want to make this video like 4 hours long and all of that. If you could link your product, with any of these items, your product is going to move even in the recession. Not only that, you could actually double your rates. And make more profit. Why? Because trust, my friend, trust. Okay, so now for something like diamonds, what are the diamonds of? None of this stuff. Except, did you know that diamonds are a better and more trustworthy investment than gold? Now, if you compare the diamond market and the gold market for the last 10 years, I'm giving you all these ideas, right? How did I know and you didn't know? Because you have the product. If you didn't know, there's a problem. Okay, so you need to study and you need to read. Did you know that in the gold, if you compare the gold market and the diamond market in the last 10 years, the return on diamonds has been consistent, but the return on gold has not been consistent. It goes up and down. Point number 1. Point number 2, why is it that diamonds are a better return on the market? Because the diamond market, my friend, is centrally controlled. Literally every diamond that is ever sold on the planet is run by a British company. And what these companies have is called a group like oil, OPEC. So these diamond companies have partnerships, and they are throttling down the supply of diamond just so that the price doesn't go down. How does it work for you? Because if you invest in a diamond today, my friend, there are better chances you're going to make money on it, or your investment is going to be secure, than gold. Gold goes up, gold goes down, gold goes up, gold goes down, right? Now compare that to the stock market. The stock market is dead. That is one of the ideas you give those customers. The stock market is dead. They know that. So, doesn't matter. You gave them the information. They didn't choose it. That's their problem. Mutual funds, they don't make no money. Everybody knows that. The only people who make money on mutual funds are the mutual fund company, the people who make the brokerages and all, just switching your stuff from here to there. Brokerages, switching your stuff from here to there. You don't make money. The customer knows that. So you put that one point in there. You're trying to do the best. These are all real money making options, industry standards. Real estate is a great money making option, except real estate is dead. Okay. And then you talk about gold, and then you come to diamonds. And then you say, did you know that in the last 10 years, if you compare the prices of diamond and gold, boom, 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 diamond is a better preservation of your investment. Next. Why is that? What is the logic? People are like, oh no, I need to think about it, learn about it, know about it. What is the logic? The logic is this, that all of the diamonds sold on this planet are sold among the top 5 or 6 diamond companies. Okay. And these companies have a consortium like OPEC. Now, they throttle down the supply of diamond. There is actually 10 times more diamonds in the world than actually come into your hands, but they're all locked into these companies' vaults, because the moment they release them, the price will drop and diamond will become as worthless as cow dung or something. Cow dung is probably more more valuable today. Anyway, okay. Second, health. This is all real stuff. If I were you, I would do this. Real stuff, okay? Real stuff. Health. Did you know, my friend, that there is a certain brand of astrology, which basically the gemstone astrology, they basically say that there is a certain percentage of people, not everybody, whose health is improved if they wear a diamond. Not topaz, not emerald, none of that other stuff. Diamond. They say your health will be improved if you wear a diamond. Okay, so there you got your second market. You got two markets in there, right? And who knows some of the others, right? Dating and relationship, boom. Figure out what the customers are thinking and how you can promote a diamond to them, because when they want to impress the person of their dreams and all of that, who cares whether there's a recession? Who cares whether there's a recession, my friend? Billions of dollars, which is hundreds of thousands of crores of rupees, are being transacted in the market today, except that you aren't making any. You aren't making any because you don't control the market, because you don't understand demand generation, and you don't understand the concept of the linchpin, my friend. You don't understand the concept of the linchpin. All of these videos down there, just go and check them out, okay? So now, how do you build human connection, trust, and authority? Okay, you got all this stuff. How do you build human connection, trust, and authority? There is only one formula. There is only one formula for this that you and I can do without building a big company, without spending money on a whole lot of hiring Amitabh Bachchan to promote us and put our names on billboards and crap like that. That doesn't work. There are only three ways. The first way is selfie video. Okay, selfie video, which is the stuff that I do on this group every single day. Why? Because I'm trying to build trust and authority that I know about this stuff better than all the Googling that you do. Okay, what am I doing? Ever since 4th April, I think, or something, when this group was formed, I have been coming on this group 3 to 5 times a week, selfie video, telling you about this stuff so that there is some trust built, some trust that I know about this stuff better than all the Googling that you can do. Okay. In fact, I have an open challenge. If you can go to Google today, spend all of your time over there, you will not find information like this ever. You will just not find information like this. Guaranteed. Right? So I'm trying to build trust and authority with you. Okay. Selfie video, number one. Number two, get your messaging out. It's called message outreach. How do you do that? By forming a community. By forming a community, which is, for me, you guys are the community. 5,000 plus people. Congratulations to you guys and welcome to the new members. You guys are the community. You build a community around your thought process. Build a community around your thought process. Going back to the diamond example, you would have a Facebook group that talks about, slightly about, health and all of that stuff. And then case studies of people, interviews with astrologers, stuff like that. Pay an astrologer, man. If an astrologer is promoting diamond, you say, I would like to get an interview with you. I would like to understand what your game is, and I will pay you for your time, 5,000. There you go, man. Just interview them on Zoom or something like that and publish that to a community. Now this community, what is getting is, the community is getting structured information. Stuff that they would find on Google, get confused. They're getting structured information. They're finding interviews, they're case studies of your customers, etc., etc. And then you tell them at the very end, hey, by the way, did you know that diamonds are also a solid investment? So if you invest in a diamond today, chances are not only will your money be safe, it will also go up in value. So today is the best time, right? Community. So what are you? You guys are a community. I'm trying to provide some information, and then there are other community members who are learning different stuff, and they're providing, value in their comments and things like that. So if you're new over here, just go down, watch a bunch of videos that I have over there and watch the comments and things like that. You see a lot of value being exchanged on this community. Yeah? This community is growing. Next, what is the next thing? Then you want to set up your business house, which has consulting, which has an information product, and which has your core product, which is the diamonds or whatever, which is the main thing. Okay. So what is consulting? Consulting is basically all of the stuff that you give out that people go to Google for. You provide structured information. There are formats on how to do this. I'm not going to get into details, but there are people who are building this out in the community, and we have a program called the Startup Launch Program where you can learn how to do all of this stuff. It's all pretty simple. Okay. The second thing is information product. All of this stuff that you're doing on your community, all of this stuff that you're doing, the selfie video, and you can have some paid products saying download my ebook for 99 rupees and learn for yourself. This ebook has been made by Falafala astrologer or Falafala market analysis or whatever, something like that. Just pull out stuff, structure it properly. The money is not in creating stuff. The money is in structuring stuff, my friend. The money is in optimization, not in creating a bunch of stuff. I have this factory, we make woodwork, I have this path lab, we do this, I'm a doctor, none of that stuff is useful. The stuff that is useful is structured information that people can consume on their own, and they can download for 100, 200, 300 rupees, right? So you have the information product, you have a consulting product where people can actually set up a call with you or set up a meeting with you. They don't want to buy the stuff. They don't want to buy a 3 lakh rupee diamond. But for 2,000 rupees, you will give them consulting on what are the different diamond companies, what are the types of different diamonds, what are the sizes of diamonds that are great for your health, and what are the best sizes that are great for valuation. Free, just so you don't make a wrong decision with 3 to 5 lakh rupees, you can pay me 2,000 rupees or 3,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees, and I will help you understand everything about this industry. Okay, this is consulting income, this is information product. And then what happens is, once the trust is built, what these guys do is they say, if I ever want to buy a diamond, I'm going to buy my diamond from you, man. I'm going to buy my diamond from you. You could actually give them offers. If you buy a diamond from me, the 5,000, 10,000 rupees you paid me for consulting, I'll adjust it in that and give you a discount for 10,000 rupees. 5 lakh rupee deal, dude. 5 lakh rupee deal right there. Okay, this is the concept of a linchpin. You control the demand because you have the community that trusts you. You control the demand. You control the supply. You control the price because you can price coordinate among your different product lines. You can price coordinate among your different product lines, and you can provide a package to the customer that nobody else can supply. Nobody else can provide. Okay. On top of that, you've invested so much time with them that they say, if I buy, I'm going to buy from this guy who actually brought me from this level of understanding to this level of understanding. My life has been enriched because of the knowledge. Okay. So this is the game. This is what we call the startup frat model. Okay. This is what we call the demand generation model or startup frat model. Now we have people in the community who are at various stages of their startup launch and all of that. And I was on a call yesterday with one of the batches of the people who are building their startups. And I walked them through my program. So I like to give information upfront. This is what it is, okay? I walk them through my model. What is my model? I have this information product, which is how to build your own startup launch program. I am a consultant for companies, who pay me 2.5 lakh rupees just to understand how to grow their sales and marketing. And my real product, my friends, my real product is software. My real product is software. And if I were to go out into this market today and try to sell software, I would get murdered, because people would say, A, software is expensive, B, let's price compare this guy with the other guys and all of that, and C, you basically become lost in an ocean of other people doing this stuff, and it's just stupid. So what do I do? I say, I'm going to provide you consulting, which is 2.5 lakh rupees for a 4-day engagement, where I'm going to teach you how to grow your sales and marketing. How to grow your sales and marketing. Everybody loves sales and marketing. Make money. I told you the make money. That's going to be a growing market. And then, if I do a good job, when I walk out, I say, hey, by the way, how would you like to put this thing on steroids? How would you like to put this thing on steroids? So they say, sure, I would love to. So these are the softwares that I use myself, and I recommend also. And these are softwares you can do your own Google research, except that I recommend that if you decide that you want to use any of these, you buy them from me. It's the same price to you whether buy it from the company or buy from me. But if you buy from me, I will provide you a full suite of services, which will ensure that your sales and marketing people are trained well on how to use these softwares. They use them well, and for anything that you ever find like a fault or something, you can always call me and I'll help you out. Okay. That's where the product sells. That's where the product sells. Not only that, layers and layers of money, man. There is crores of rupees of this money being exchanged in the market, except you don't know how to tap into it. I created an information product that sells for 11,999. Sells for 11,999. Selling it to people on how to grow their business. And then, as soon as this product started making some money, I created a package around it, which is how to double your rates as a consultant in the market. This package is worth 40,000 rupees. And I sold it to who? I sold it to the guys who are competing with me in the market as other consultants. The people who would actually compete with me and cut my price. Today are buying my product for 40,000 rupees a download, my friend. 40,000 rupees a download. So not only am I consulting the end customer, I am also consulting my competition. Okay. And I created an information product on how I did this on live video in 50 days. How I did the whole thing in live video in 50 days. And that is 11,999 a download. So I make money here, I make money here, I make money here. It's all money in the bag, my friend. It's all money in the bag. Now, I've built this whole ecosystem. This thing is called an ecosystem, where you can create different products and services around your core product, and all of them feed each other. People who want to buy your diamond also want to buy your consulting. People who buy your consulting also want to download your ebook, and people who want to download your ebook in the end will eventually buy your diamond. Okay, it's called demand generation, my friends. It's called demand generation. Now, how does what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Yeah. When you build a layers and layers of products and services that feed into each other, that pay you 40 ways from Sunday, it's called an ecosystem. It's called an ecosystem. Now I'll quickly go into the 5 levels of influence. 5 levels of influence, and then I will talk to you about what you can do about it. Okay? Now, 5 levels of influence. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. Okay? Level 1 is if you work for somebody, doctor, lawyer, corporate professional, all of these guys, they work for somebody. It's called done for you. I will do this for you, pay me money. I will work for you, pay me money. I will provide you treatment, pay me money. I'll provide you legal advice, pay me money. Now the second is do it with you. Okay, top professional like CEOs, you have people who do workshops and all of that. You have people who are into digital consulting and all of that. You provide me what you want to do and I'll build your website for you. Okay, so that's do it with you. The third thing is one-to-one coaching. You do, I'll teach. You do, I'll teach. That's one of the products in your ecosystem that I just told you. You do, I'll teach. The third thing is group coaching. GC, group coaching. Which is, I'll come on stage, 50,000 people will take my learning, I just get paid for my time. Boom, then and there, 5 lakhs an hour, done. And the next thing is ecosystems. Ecosystems. The 3 product ecosystem that I just told you, I've been perfecting it for 15, 16 months now. 15, 16 months I've been perfecting that product ecosystem where different products, once a customer comes in to any of these entrances, they want to explore more and more and more. They want to pay me more and more and more. And they buy my products, they buy my advice, they download my stuff. You know, life is good. This is called an ecosystem. Okay, so once you come at this level, so at this level, when I was here at this level, I was making 1 to 2 lakhs a year. Okay, when I came at this level, I was making 1 to 2 lakhs a month. When I came here at this level, level 3 and 4, I was making 10 to 15 lakhs a month. Okay, now with the product ecosystem, you can get to 1 crore per month. Only if you don't allow your little middle class brain that has been trained to think small to slow you down on this. Okay, what you want to do is you want to open your mind, let the fresh oxygen flow in, and quickly evolve yourself into a position where you stand to gain from this down market rather than lose from the down market. Okay. 1 crore per month ecosystem. These are the 5 levels. There are other levels also above it. There are people who make 5 crores a month. There are people who make 10, 20 crores a month. And none of these people have a building with 500 employees, private limited company, IPO, none of that stuff. Cash in the bag. Cash in the bag. Okay. This is what it is. Now, if this stuff makes sense to you, if you're a corporate professional, independent professional, small business owner, if this stuff makes sense to you, and if you think that you would like to do something about it, you watch 4 to 5 hours worth of videos in this group. Okay. And then what you're going to do is I'm going to give you a little treasure hunt. There is a business page that I have which is separate from this group. It's called facebook.com/ I'm just going to write it in big letters, but you know how to type it. It's called Startup Frat Com. It's all one word. Facebook.com/ StartupFrat.com. Okay, it's different from this group. Facebook.com/ StartupFrat.com. I did a 1 hour 10-minute live training on Facebook Live last Sunday. Okay, if you have the patience, if you really need this information, if you have the patience, then you have to watch that other video which is 1 hour 10 minutes. And in there I've got a little nugget of information on how you can reach out to me and be a part of a very, very inner circle mastermind session that we are planning to do this Saturday. Okay, it's by invite only, and you have to earn that invite. So if you are new, you join this group after Sunday, then I will give you a chance to earn it. You go to this page, watch the whole thing 1 hour 10 minutes. If you don't have the 1 hour 10 minutes, this is not for you. Okay, and then there will be a little nugget of information over there how you can get in touch with me, what you need to do in order to qualify for this extremely private inner circle session that we're going to have this Saturday. And hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, be on the group, and I can guarantee you this is not going to be a waste of your time, and this is the best business education on the planet, guaranteed. You can Google everything that I say, and you will find that this is the best business education on the planet. Once again, I welcome you and I congratulate the existing members for being 5,000 plus. Let's make it happen, guys. See you. Bye-bye.